Hi, this is Ray J. Maunaka. And I shouldn't do this, but this is you may call it resume. Resume to Apple Corporation. As a person who hasn't finished law studies, my cloning size errors was the main issue and effects on memory, but you probably need someone with I'm not an engineer, so don't. But you may use it, my passion, because you as an Apple, you are a company with a passion. And passion, or your best skills, equals love. How you treat yourself, how you are building on what type of ground you are building the relations, like love. It's the best ground. And you are as well having your identity, and I having my identity. So instead of telling about my passion, I will tell you about my skills. Okay, so let's start it. I'm having you may call it horizontal level lift. It's something what you are, when you are achieving, not just many companies are achieving vertical success. You may check the Axe brand, the antiperspirant brand, Axe. They are pretty good, however they are spinning their wheels. And something different is doing a horizontal level of success, and Apple is doing this. And the person who taught them was Steve Jobs. So that's very good. This is very important. And you may don't know how to make this, but I will not gonna tell you because it's part of my course, because I'm a person who were developed a fantastic course. The name of the course. It's online support, you may call it. 3 to 7 weeks. Price is $308 plus. The rest depends of your complexity of your issues, your weak points. But this is my best skills, and I will add this. I'm thinking that not so long story, maybe 20 minutes. I will tell you the rest, the whole story, how I created this course. And I will do something unusual, or maybe don't, or maybe I do. I haven't finished university, but you will probably not hire me, or neither any corporation, because no business degree or whatever at MIT or Stanford by engineering. So just having unfinished law Because of myoclonic seizures and what it brings you as symptoms. In my case, it doesn't matter right now because I created something extremely great. And yeah, so when I will have, because you probably not hire me, so when I will have, okay, just checking is it recording? I want to be a free listener of the lectures, teachings at the university. However, not study, because I'm not able to study because of my lack of my brain skills to process information at university way. I'm very good at making solution and creativity, and what you will hear for the second about it. However, this school way of teaching is not designed for me. So, but I like doing different things. So I know what I want to achieve by going to a couple of hours a day, by seeing a different kind of major studies. It's which department it hasn't so much matter for me. It may be physics, it may be mathematics, engineering, even ecology, everything. I'm interested at everything, but it has no so much matter. So let's start this. So now I will represent. Now I will start the main frame, because the previous was my intro. Now I will present the main frame of the main content of my resume, and I will do this using the Wirral method. And this Wirral method is something what you will hear this. So okay, I am having a couple of points here, so I will try to follow this. Leadership. I already changed the you may call it relations at the birthplace, at my birthplace, you may call it. You may call it as background as work, friends, family. I change the relations around by dealing with toxicity. We are calling this I'm the CEO of the Happy MAA, Mauna Kea Associates Agency. So we change the environment, you may call it. By dealing with the toxicity around. And I will say nothing more about this because it's very deep. But this is how I started that. Think about yourself how many, that 83% at this age, 2018, at this year, 2018, 83% of you are probably having pretty same situation around you. I will not tell you from where I took this number, but or maybe I will, because 17% of people are happy people, are self-appreciating, are self-appreciation self. So, and this is a part of my course, because my course is about presentation, how to present yourself, and the ingredients of this course, you may call it, are, or maybe not ingredients, but effect. Ingredients are like self-helping course, like motivation course. And I don't want to use this word, but a little bit about advertising self course, advertising sales course. So, as a corporation, you should be pretty interested at this part. The main description of the course you will probably find at link what I will give you at my written PDF file, or yeah, probably it will be Adobe PDF file. So this course, I will tell, or maybe no, I will tell you right now, maybe, because the first part was leadership, and it's a very fair name, because being a leader with the people who you don't know, who do not have a very good connection, they are just you may call it the employee. It's easy, but if you would like to, you may call it to manage the people at your birthplace, friends, work, family, friends, family, dealing with toxicity around you, or the different area. It hasn't matter. And I were doing this since nearly 16 years experience at this, when I started doing this. If you will be interested, I will tell you the detail how. But at this video, there isn't a purpose for me to saying about this. As you can see, I'm a pretty, maybe not tough, but firm guy. I'm a confident person, and I'm a confident, and for me, finding the solution for your biggest issue. I wanted to say about this later, but I will tell you one thing. Put me at any department of your, or maybe if you are hearing this as the entrepreneur, or as the person who will check my course, maybe this video I will put at the website, I don't know, as well. You hire me to Apple and put me at any department what you want. After 2 months, I would know everything, everything is working over there. And when you give me the issue, is it the small or is it the high stuff? Is it like setting right price for the finished product, or it is how to create good power supply adapter? Power supply PSU probably. I'm having a little bit lack of English words, but it's not so important. I'm Ray-J Maunaka. You may call it Bornet Cable. And yeah, moved to Europe at 1 year old, 1 year young. Maybe 1 year old, or 1 year, 1 year old. The way how am I communicating with you, most people are splitting you may call it interaction. Is it meeting people at bar, or talking with your coworkers? People usually splitting the whole interaction, of course, conversational whatever, like intro, main content, and and the last part I'm calling like sealing the deal, like going to the cash register. And we, as the Happy MAA company, or you may call it company or brand, we are treating the whole conversation as one part. It's a little bit something about part of the self-help and motivation, and as well as advertising and sales. Like I told before, the whole course, it took 16 years to build experience, and it started from understanding from logical, from let me call it logical way of thinking. Let's use this phrase. I started from logical way of thinking, and how the relations are built between people, and relations are everything. If you will not build the solid ground with passion and love, because people want one thing, people want love, people don't want to. I know people want love. You may using your apps, your websites, your sales approach, you may use it different techniques, tactics, strategies, but if you will not people the one thing what they want the most, it will love, you will never build the relationships. You will give your a little bit identity, but it will be struggle. You may be like Apple, like we, like Toyota, like having self-worth. To having self-worth, you must to be brave, to not ashamed, because shame is everything. And more about this, it will be a course, whatever. But shame is everything. People are ashamed, and usually it's the one thing, generally speaking, what stops people from being happy and embrace it and embrace it outside of you. It affects like action, what you are took. I will just put the really small side note that Steve Jobs wasn't happy. He put love, he had great identity, like his creativity, like attachment to beauty, like being useful for people, things. And a little bit about simplicity, but to making things simple, however, not so much. And giving love is like a ground for when you're presenting yourself, giving love. Oh, and this is my course. So, as someone who is watching this or not, probably you wouldn't watch this. So I will send you this video link, and later throw the whole story to the paper, to the PDF file, Adobe PDF file. Okay, nearly 16 years experience, and the best thing is that it's all about self-presentation. Because at life, as the living creature, we are making relations. Personal life and business, you may call it you may attach to this empowerment, being freelance. So people are making relations. 17% people are happy, and being happy, it means that you are or having a passion, or you are following your, it's the good, or you are following the strongest skill. You are having the conscious of it, maybe not aware, but you are control this, that at everything what you are doing you are putting love, and love it's a passion or skill, and love, to give love, you must first self-love yourself, self-appreciate. And when you are ashamed doing thing, when you are not enough brave, when you are not have brevity to break your shyness, what makes you shy, then you will never build solid ground by passion or by skills. And this is one thing. And the another thing, like Steve Jobs, like I told before, has a couple things like attachment to beauty, and we as the Happy Maunaka Associate Agency, we are appreciate. From one side, we are appreciate things like fun, love, or maybe different. Well, you might call it fun, trust, and believing. But we are as well appreciating things like being humble, being obnoxious, peace, and couple stuff like simplicity, to making things simple, and we like when something is beauty as well. But for the most, we're thinking that we as I as the CEO Ray J Maunaka, to giving people a possibility to they start becoming a better person. It's kind of hope, but it's like by our course we are making that things that people can be better. It sounds very silly, and I told the associates, Jay, that I really shouldn't say this, but we want to be rich, but not just to be having money. We want to be rich because we are having skills for this. Yes, Ray J Maunaka. So to wrapping up, because I shouldn't, to be honest, say anything more, because on the side I will say that before we became being a young warrior, I like to laugh from this. Before we became to be a young warrior, we were working as just typical, you may call it physical jobs, a little bit here, a little bit there. First job was McDonald's, so pretty big respect for this company, generally speaking. So yeah, like I thought before, this video should have around 20 minutes and it has around this, so I am thinking that it's the most important thing, so you could hear me that I'm not an idiot. I haven't finished because of, it doesn't matter. I haven't finished my study, however I will study a pretty serious maybe serious. Now I probably wouldn't choose the law. To be honest, right now, if I would start life from becoming happy person, because we were, and this is very important thing, and you may treat as very big bonus. Depends, are you a executive at corporation and want to hire us, or if you just want to hire us for the having a course for yourself, for using our services. We are always the first who are testing the things. Many probably coaches, or especially at this digital marketing, they are just probably watching maybe Tai Lopez, how making sales funnels or this affiliate stuff, or just typical marketing tools like how to present feed on social media, how to build websites, what colors use. We are having it as HMN, as Happy MAA company. We are using totally different approach. We are following our passion, our love. And I told before that Steve Jobs wasn't happy. Steve Jobs wasn't happy because to be happy, it's not enough to follow your passion, or maybe different. Maybe he was a little bit happy. Because the reason that you are happy or not happy, because you may be top happy or very unhappy, and very unhappy it equals depression. However, people at this level of happiness, it's around, there isn't too much us. So that's why I will say that I am thinking, because people who are happy are always looking forward and not dwelling at past. People who are truly happy at this border that you are not having that depression state. Because when you are having depression state, it means that you are not happy, that your level of happiness is pretty low. And it's pretty amazing that, I will change my mind that Steve Jobs, you may call it that Steve Jobs was happy. I'm not gonna, it's a very deep self-helping stuff, so if someone is interested and want to ask about this, I will explain, but this video is not for this purposes. Look, I had been nearly 16 years and these schools about self-presentation I built. It's impossible to add 20 minutes, tell everything. Remember, leadership. When you are a leader, when you are starting changing your closest kind of circle, toxic city, when we are calling this toxic city when you were born, this is an achievement. to came to the company when you don't know employee, or you were promoted when you don't know employee, it isn't a challenge. It isn't, and you are having leadership skills or don't, and it's simple. You will not teach this. You will not learn this at university. Your habits may be different because you must to deserve it. And to deserve, you must to want and need. And happy people, and this is bonus, probably number 2 or number 1, that when you're emotional, when you're logical thinking and your emotions are at peace, then you start having peace inside you. So this is one of our, as the Ray J. Maunaka, this is what we having inside as identity, like obnoxious, like peace, above of all, as the result of our identity, we would call it as fun, love and trust. We are having it's bonus number 3, we are having our trust circle, theory you may call it, but it's explained at other video or at course, so check this. And we were starting from leadership and we are finishing on the leadership, and remember that maybe I can't go to the university again, but I want to. But I definitely want to working on some classes, but only because you will probably, who knows. And when I will have enough money, I will, and just only when I will have enough money, I will attend for the different classes at the university to be like a sponge, because I like, and this is probably the best skills, and it's my specialty that at the last 2-3 minutes of video I'm putting everything I put the most important, the most value thing. So I'm having passion as the CEO at knowing to getting know how the things are working. World, engineering, people relations are already made, so it's not a challenge no for me. So that's why I want to have new challenge about food, how the things are working, and this is one thing. Then creativity, if I wasn't be creative, I wouldn't create this course. And this course is about, as the effect of this course, this self-presentation course, what the backgrounds are. The effect of this course is to building relations, or rather to building good relationships. And this is about circle of trust, because when you are happy, then you are starting believing, and people start believing in you, or you are start believing in someone. Their trust start showing between you, and then you both are having self-worth. When you are when someone will start believing in you, start having self-worth, and you start believing at the partner. Then the partner feel this, and as well having self-worth. And this is the very good relationship. And this is eternity, because this course is about eternal relationships. And this is horizontal success, not just vertical success, but horizontal. Becoming just happy, it's a vertical success. It's nice, but having horizontal success, it's something more. It means build very good relationships, and to build this, you need to know a little bit more. And so this, my whole presentation was like how I put my main content of the resume, not the begin intro where intro, the ending is now, but the main content, main frame was at wheel. We are calling this 4 layers of the wheel, but it's the working title. So yeah, so thank you, and I will give you a bonus number 2. When you are having big issue and want to find solution, there are 2 ways. One way is finding the hardest problem, find solution for it. Find solution then start creating around this your new system. Demos and I will say nothing more. Just maybe that there is a different approach that sometimes this is this. Find the best solution. However, this solution, like I said, I'm obnoxious as the HMNAA and company, and a solution, finding the solution for this your biggest issue. You may start for the low point, from the lowest point or the highest point. But it will be on the course when you will attend for this, or because you probably, and maybe you will contact with me as the corporate executive. Okay, guys. Stick in it, and remember that people having peace at sight and start becoming a happy person, you must putting at peace your emotional side and logical thinking. Then you are having peace at sight and happiness is start creating. And when you add for this a little bit of our tools, what we are creating, so it will be pretty cool. And remember that people and company who are using their passion, the best skills, they'll putting love. I will say that Apple, I will say that Apple know. And if you want to know why, I will explain you very direct. So it's a harsh word because I will send this resume to Apple, but remember this: emotions and logic and logical thinking must be at equal level, or don't remember this. You may have don't care. And to be honest, I'm as well not having, I don't care about you. Yeah. We are obnoxious, and it's not a joke. We are kind, but obnoxious. And sometimes you may be an asshole, but pleasant asshole. And we are kind of obnoxious because this is life, you know. Life isn't... There isn't perfection. There isn't too kind. And there isn't too much... This is important for us. There is no such a thing like top perfection or just perfection and all kindness. It's not exist. If you will close yourself at the circle, it means that you are mad. And I will say nothing more.